Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning. It's me, Ria. Just hopping on, see if anyone wants to come on this morning. So I thought I would hop on today and deliver a power of three message. I haven't done that in a while. And as you guys all know, the power of three is very significant. The three sides, the mind, the body, the spirit. Just the power of three creates a strong foundation, a strong support, brings all three parts of ourself, different aspects together in balance and harmony, which gives us strength and empowers us. So I thought I would do a power of three, a message from each of those legs of us, our mind, the body, and the spirit, connecting the two. But I'll give it a second, see if anyone wants to hop on. In the meantime, I am going to just start shuffling. So for our messages, I thought that I would use these for our, hold on here, for the body, the chakra cards. What part of our body wants to give us a message? What energy system in our physical body has a message for us? Oh yeah, the mind. I'm going to pull a paragraph. I'm going to pull a paragraph from Losing My Religion book. And this is the mind questioning. It's the human asking spirit for the truth of something. So this will be from the mind portion, and then the spirit is going to be our Mother Earth heart cards, where spirit speaks to us through our heart, through our center. Good morning, Leona Sue. Good to see you. I'm just hopping on, decided to do my message before I go for a little run. So if you don't mind sharing out, I'd appreciate it. So I have no idea, no specific message this morning. So that's kind of fun because I have no agenda and gives spirit carte blanche, even though most of my messages are guided from spirit in general. So I'm kind of interested to see what comes through this morning as well. It's a wicked mild day here in Maine today. I think it said like in the mid 40s. So that's pretty stinking warm for December. I personally like it just cold enough to snow this time of year. Once the leaves are gone, I am all for some white stuff within balance, even though I do like a good blizzard once in a while. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle and we'll wait see if anyone comes on. So I'm going to shuffle from the heart space. Actually, before I do that, let's just take a breath in. It looks like it's just me and you right now. The second Leona, but we'll just begin, and then anyone who wants to watch the replay, because there is no really in spirit, no linear time, it's all frequency. So you will find yourself connecting and receiving this message at the right time. So it's not as if it's even this is the past. If you watch the replay, you are literally tuning in and tapping into the frequency of this message in the now. Everything truly exists everywhere all at once now. It's just where we are putting our antenna. What do we need to receive? It's just like on the radio station, Spirit is saying there's all these different stations. There's AM, there's FM, and there's all these different stations, but it depends where we tune our frequency, and that is the information that we receive. So I personally like to bring attention to the breath, our heart center, aligned to my highest frequency available to me now, so I can tune in to the highest frequency available to me now, which is the clear-cut straight line to receiving the information that I need for abundance, for happiness, for peace, balance, harmony, healing, all of that. And it's a give and take. It's a give and take between me and you. You guys are the ones creating this message. Going to be, yeah, same here. Upper four. Yeah, I'm not too keen on the rain. It's a little, yeah, look, I think we're going to get a little rain too. Yeah, I say about the same temperatures, Leona. It's amazing. All right. So we'll just take a nice deep breath in, guys. I can see that reflection. This representative of the light that we are, the light that we are illuminating, allowing, and shining, permeating the darkness. So us coming into spirit, into this, and to have this physical reality, but through our light, we are here for the physical experience, merged with spirit, to give us that expansion, clarity, alignment, releasing, they're saying, releasing thoughts, beliefs, paradigms, emotions held deep within our cellular system, to be brought up for a cleansing, they're saying. It's to be brought up for a cleansing. Nothing is wrong with us. We're just going through a cleansing. And it's funny, I don't know what spirit's coming through, but it's like we're going through a cleansing. A cleansing. They're like, it's a feminine energy. A cleansing. It's like a scholarly, like a teacher coming through. Not sure who. It's like matter of fact, we're here for a cleansing. It's just funny the way they say that. So we'll breathe in. Let's take a nice deep breath into our center, our heart space, opening up to our higher self, opening up to receive that which is applicable in the now from all timelines. And hold it. And exhale. So what we did is we just brought focus to the totality of all that we are, our mind, our body, and spirit, to be available to us now. We opened up the door. Oh, geez, Spirit's being fun today. So they're opening up the door, and Spirit is saying, I've opened up the door, step right in. It's like, I don't know. It's an energy that I haven't really picked up on before. So they show me literally, they're bowing down and they're opening up the door and they're going like this, step right in. Step right in. So Leona, I don't know if this is like one of your spirit guides because you're the only one on at the moment, or who it is, or the energy. Obviously we're one with it, but it's an extension and an expression of our own energy. So like they're bowing down and going, step right in. And it's like a door they opened up and it's all like light. It's light. Step right in. All right. I love it. All right. So we'll see what comes through. Do a Mother Earth heart card. So I'm going to do a Mother Earth heart card representing our spirit, the spirit part of us, the door we just opened. So the Mother Earth heart cards represents our heart space, that portal. And then I'm going to do a chakra card representing the physical parts of us. What message from the physical us needs to come forth? And then I'm going to do the mind, the book, the writing. Physical part of us, the mind, writing and questioning and wanting the answers and receiving the answers from that higher mind, the higher perspective. Hey, Brenda, good morning. What I am doing today is a power of 3. Haven't done one in a while. And someone brought to my attention and was asking about my book yesterday. And I'm like, this morning, I'm like, I'm going to do a power of 3. So the mind, the body, and the spirit message. I'm going to do a collective. And if anyone would like a personal, I'm doing personals, a short version personal for 11, and then 22 if you want your own personal power of 3. But you're going to get information from the collective power of 3. So we'll just go from there. And if you share out, I will pull you a something, a message. All right, guys. So what is our mind dealing with? What is our mind from the higher mind wanting answers or contemplating or processing? What are we going through in our head? What are we processing? So let's find out. Shoo. What does our mind need to know? Ooh. Oh, shit. All right. So our mind, like I came across a page and it's only got like this one sentence. So obviously we're working through clearing and emptying our head space. We're emptying our head space. We're creating and operating from a new slate, a new way of thinking. That same teacher, Leona, Brenda, you might not have been on, but the spirit guide has been coming through as a feminine teacher. they got a personality. It's fun, it's light, but yet they're on point, clear and concise. Now she's saying, come on, let's get down to business. Come on, get down to business. All right, fine. And the one sentence here is, laugh in the face of fear, for it is but a mere joke. So it's telling us, laugh in the face of fear, for it is a mere joke. Fear is a joke because it's false evidence appearing real. Fear isn't real. It's just an illusion, a belief that is keeping us separate from the totality of who we are. It's an illusion. It's a dense energy, something that is preventing us from allowing the fullness of who we are based in an old belief or thought or sense of unworthiness, or basing it on an experience of the past where something bad happened. So someone might be saying, well, how is it fearful if it happened to me in the past and I'm fearful now? But the reason that it was scary in the past is we created it for the experience, but that experience was based on an expectation. So you could say, oh, I always fail in love. Nothing ever comes through. I was open to this chance or this career or this job or this opportunity and it failed. And they're saying, no failure. It only seems like a failure because it was based on a past expectation of the mind. So right now the mind is clearing out. It's not basing us moving forward in the fear. Our mind has elevated enough to empty the past density, to release the fears, realizing it's a joke, realizing it no longer has power over you. It's not allowing us to create. So this page, we can write anything we want. So this is just telling me our mind has grown or evolved or ascended enough to not fill this page with all the reasons of not to step forward in your life, not to move forward, not to create anew. It has emptied itself. It is done with the fear. It realizes it's a joke. It realizes that it's just a gift, showing us and giving us an opportunity to let go of some old thought forms that no longer serve us. So it's a blank page that is beautiful, that shows how far we've come. Okay, so Leona, I was definitely feeling a strong connection to you and your energy, whoever's coming through. Okay, so whatever this, and I'm getting all the tingles. So that is saying, Leona, you are correct in knowing it is a spirit guide, teacher from your lineage coming through me this morning. So you are the one creating it. She is communicating to you. And it makes me want to cry. So that's just telling me it's truth. You know, when you get all emotional and you want to cry, it's just because it's so beautiful and it's such a high love frequency, because it is truth. It is truth. So yeah, so we're emptying, and we have emptied. We have been so we have so wrestled with our fears that we realize that they are not serving us, other than to let us know to let them go, in order to let us know the falsity that they are based in. They've served us to give us an experience of a limitation, separation from our God self, and we have released them. So this is beautiful. We realize it's a joke, and it's a joke that we've played in and had fun with, and has tricked us so many times. So that's where the mind is at, letting go of that. All right. All right. So that was where our headspace is, emptying out, ready for a new slate, ready for new thoughts, new energies to base our thoughts in. So we are at a new place of thinking. Spirit is saying we're thinking from a higher frequency. So that is why it's emptied out. And then this thinking is really created in every moment, moment by moment by moment. This new thought form we're creating and living in the moment. We've released the past expectations, fears, illusions, all of that have disempowered us. And we are now coming to a place in our head space is emptied and cleared out, where we are basing our thoughts in the present moment in the frequency of now. How beautiful. That is what we're being called to in the head space. That is one of the legs in the Power of Three reading, our triangle. We realize that fear is but a mere joke, something we chose from a higher perspective before we came onto this earth to participate in. And now we are creating the thoughts, our mindset from a place of emptiness. I don't know why the teacher's saying absoluteness, from a place of absoluteness, whatever that means. Okay. So now I'm going to pull from the chakra. The chakra card is representing our body part, our physical energy centers. What is being called? Oh, I already did pull it. What is being called of that? And we got this monkey. This is what is healing and balancing in our physical body. What is being called of us? Releasing and healing the lineage, our ancestral lineage. All these monkeys are all huddled, and they seem like they're supporting one another. They are in one way, but it's almost like they're still having to defend or protect themselves from a place of fear. They've security, primal safety. So the red representing that root chakra, it says family. You guys are healing and breaking free of the ancestral deviations from our blueprint. That little, I say that little spirit woman coming through today's teaching. She's got dark hair. She's a brunette. I don't know if you can pinpoint her, Leona. Thinner structure, thinner. Pantaloons. Are you French, Leona? Is she French? Pantaloons. She's referring to her pants as pantaloons. I'm wearing my pantaloons. And it's kind of like, now they're showing me like what a 40s woman would wear. You know, the flary pants that are kind of wide but cinched at the waist. Pantaloons. She says, I've got my pantaloons on. So I don't know. French, probably, because she's saying pantaloons. Pants, wide, 40s, maybe time era. Short, dark, brunette kind of hair. Even that kind of how they used to finger wave the hair, kind of slick. This teacher is coming forth, and she does have a little poker stick. You know how you point at the chalkboard? She's like kind of pointing. All right. So family, change in family dynamics, change in the way that we operated in our safety and protection, healing family wounds. And obviously that is coming through huge and has been coming through for years, healing that lineage, healing that ancestral distortion held within our cellular memory, the feelings of safety, worthiness, protection, being provided for, getting that support from our family, our parents, that reinforcement. We're healing the wounds where we don't feel we were protected and safe and provided for, where we felt removed from family. They're showing me even in timelines where we were removed, we were taken out, and they're showing me my son Caleb. So you guys, if you watched yesterday's video, I'm getting him some help, and he might be feeling like he was removed from family. You know what I mean? He couldn't come back to the house because of, behavioral or addictions or how he's behaving. And so I brought him to the emergency room to get help, mental health. So we might have, what's happening in the family ancestral is that, so when something happened in the family in the past, you might have taken it personally because the mind only had a limited capacity to understand what went on, but that was also based on a limiting belief, Spirit is saying. So anyways, times where we felt abandonment, healing abandonment, because these guys are all huddled together protecting. That's ideally what we would want from a family. So we're healing also issues concerning abandonment, but it's based in a limited frequency of understanding. So anyways, we're healing that. So the root chakra is calling forth breathing, grounding, anchoring into Mother Earth for the healing. Mother Earth represents rejuvenation, ending of cycles, beginning of new cycles, new life, clean slate, just like that page here, the clean slate. You have a clean slate to begin again in the spring. New leaves sprouting, new life forming based on a new energy of the moment. So the new life coming in the spring is based on the days, the rain, the amount of rain you get, amount of sun you get, the temperature. So, and that's truly living in the moment. So that totally goes forth with this, the clean slate. Our mind is emptied out, bringing us to the moment to heal these ancestry wounds of abandonment. But we're basing the future from a clean slate, and living in the moment, taking moment by moment by moment, not projecting into future with past expectations and misconceptions of our worthiness, how important we are, our protection, what we mean, our connectedness to family. So that is being healed and aligned, the root chakra. So as we breathe out all of that energy and distortions into Mother Earth, goes deep into the core, the middle, the fire, the heat, the lava, and it transforms it. And we can breathe it back up through Mother Earth, through the bottoms of our feet, and allowing it to clear, cleanse, and burn, transform those energies. They just keep saying distortions, burning it to be born fresh. No different than that a forest fire, that where those seeds need to go through the burning to be cracked open and give new life. Our physical being, our cellular structure is going through that kind of rejuvenation, transformation. It's being burnt in order to be cracked open to new life, new energy coming forth. Grandmother. Okay. All right. That's so cool, Leona. All right. So that is the physical part of us, the root chakra, healing that lineage. And it's funny that you said, Leona, earlier, your mother or your grandmother, that lineage, that teaching in your lines. So that makes sense that came forth even before I knew that we were talking about the family lineage. So also, just because the green is kind of blurry in this card, and see how it's kind of blurred, so that's representing to me the heart chakra, but our blurred vision in the past, our heart chakra, or the intent of what we went through, the emotions might have been skewed a little bit, blurred, not clear, because we weren't as clear and connected and heart-centered as we are now. Things are clearer, understanding. We have forgiveness, we have compassion, we have empathy. And that is helping to clear and to heal these distortions. All right. And what do we have for Mother Earth? This is our heart. This is the heart, our spirit, connecting the two energies, connecting that mind space, which so far everything is looking awesome, clearing out the mind and realizing the fears are illusions. Fear just separates us from our worth, our God self energy, but it not in a negative way, in that it exposes something to us that we were believing in that no longer serves us. We're transmuting it, or we're integrating parts of ourselves. And then the human part, healing those ancestral distortions and realigning and healing the DNA and activating the codes to help us to receive more of our original blueprint. So this is telling us the energy, the heart space, connecting the two, the mind and the heart, the spirit part of it. And what do we have? We have this beautiful little splotch of snow, and it's in the form of a heart. Immediately what stands out in this heart, it's grounding, goes right back to what this card is: grounding and clearing and transmuting our energies with Mother Earth, representative of that physical part of us. Our hearts are one with Mother Earth. So breathing in that energy, connecting, allowing Mother Earth to hold that space for that transmutation of those energies that have been distorted, so we can crack open our seed and create from that clean slate, that new frequency, releasing all of the hurts, the abandonment is coming through, forgiving. And now Jesus is stepping in and says, forgive, for they know not what they do. Or forgive their sins. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. That verse is coming forth. And so even in this timeline where you felt maybe your family did not take care of you, or you weren't brought up in the way you should, or you were and you couldn't understand why you felt because it's coming from another timeline. So it's forgiving and knowing that all family and all connections do the best that they can within the frequency that they are operating in. So big grounding of this energy so that we can live with openness, clarity, even the white representing clear space, clean heart, clean mind, open, releasing the fear. And now we're able to reach out and move forward from this clean slate represented by the white, purification, cleansing, like that teacher, Leona's grandmother, going through saying, we're being cleansed. We're going through a big cleansing. That energy that was said at the beginning of the live. So we've gone through this cleansing. We're purifying. No different than in the Bible when they also talk about the cleansing. I guess that would be like judgment, right? The cleansing is equal to the judgment, but there is no outside judgment. The judgment is the thoughts, the energies that we've condemned or we've held against ourselves. So we're being cleansed. It's like going through the judgment day, but not in a way where we're being punished, but in a way where we're reconciling anything that has separated us from the truth of who we are. The truth of who we are, we're love, we're light, we're God's source energy. That is the truth of who we are. And we're dissipating any darkness and any density that has prevented us from living in that power, in our glory. All right, so what says it on the back? It is communication. Spirits on the other side of the veil are communicating with us always. And Leona, this is what I feel. This is really, really today specific for you. Your grandmother's speaking to you specifically, but to all of us as well, because we are all one. We're all united in love and light. And we're all living an aspect of one another, so we don't have to. So Leona, you carry the weight of a certain density that you have come to transmute in your life. And just like I have, or like whoever's out there. Loved ones that have passed over may manifest in other physical forms to remind us of their love or to give us reassuring guidance, hope, and inspiration. In truth, we are all spirit. The physical world holds no separation from the eternal beings that we are. So there is no separation. The message from the beginning has been about dissolving the separation of what the outside world or the physical experiences give us in the beliefs that we create to separate us from the truth of who we are. We are divine, and this is showing us we are divine, and we are going through this huge evolution, ascension, shift in dissolving the illusion of separateness. We're not separate. We never have been, and we're wrapping all of that up. And we are becoming anchored into we're anchoring into our divinity. It's always been there. It's never left us, but we've covered it. This is sand. This is on the beach. This is sand. We've covered it with these dense energies, but even that was a gift so that we can cleanse and purify and dissipate them into the light that they are now and forever. So beautiful message. I just love the way they all merge together, giving us their point of view from every perspective, the mind, the body, and the spirit, and how it all comes together. The basis of the message was dissolving the separation through forgiveness and compassion, releasing the fears. Fears are but a mere joke that we have created for the experience, to have the physical experience of the illusion, to get back and to anchor in the spirit, the divinity that we are in the physical world, not dying to get there, dying to old thought forms, clearing out the mind, emptying out the head. And in that, we activate codes within us for healing. And in that, we break free. We singe. They're showing me, and I don't know anything about any of this stuff, but they're showing me like a coronary heart, something to do with a heart surgery or a vein or something where they cut a vein off and they a vein or an artery, or they do something and they singe it, they burn it or something. I don't even know if that's a real thing, but where they've cut something off in the physical body to keep it healthy, and then it regenerates and activates new light, they're saying. So very cool, very beautiful message, guys. Oops. Show. Hold on here. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, it's just saying I have an error here. Oh, well. Oh, well, whatever. Some of my sites have been cut off from this live. She was a great teacher. Yeah, she's very concise, very clear. And she makes, Leona, I'm referring to Leona. She's clear and concise, but she also makes her information relatable to the human, the mind. And of course, that's what makes a great teacher. You're able to take these concepts and make them understandable and relatable to the physical person and to touch and reach them. So very cool. All right. So looks like some of my, when I do this live, I have it like to some couple sites, and for some reason they're not going through. So, oh, sent me a donation. Yes, Brenda. Thank you so much. I thought I saw a PayPal thing come up. So that is beautiful. So most likely Brenda. Brenda, did you donate for just a quickie, or did you donate for a power of 3? Did you donate for a small reading or a bigger reading? Just let me know. Let me sit down here. Anyways, I'll just do it. And did you have a specific question or not? That's all right. I'll just do the, I'll just give you the power of 3. Okay. All right. All right. Small reading. All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to give you a small version of the power 3. How's that? We don't have anyone on today, so hardly, but it's not quantity, it's quality. All right. So I'm going to just clear the energy, Brenda. This is for you. What does Brenda need to hear? What is Brenda bringing into alignment? What does Brenda need to know in the now? Carte blanche. So what you're going through, Brenda, is your physical body, and I don't know why I want to get all emotional. They're literally showing me your synapses within your body happening, like the white, to do with, you know how I just said you're like singed, cutting off and like burning, so you're not repeating ancestral lineage that was distorted, only keeping the purity. You're burning, and oh God, I don't know if this is a real technique where you go in and you cut something and you burn it so it doesn't leak. I guess that happens maybe if you're being not decapitated. What's the word? You might have been decapitated in a past life, Brenda. Hold on here. There's something to do with a decapitation, because what I meant to say was, what's it called when you take off a part of the body? Amputate. So almost they're showing me you going through an amputation, but at a cellular level, amputating that which has been distorted from your past lineage. And I feel it in my heart. It's really wicked emotional. It's huge. This is something big. And it's big for all of us. I realize it, but this is like come to such a culmination. You're holding a huge space for this healing, Brenda. You were decapitated. How did I just say that? Decapitated, your head cut off in one of these things. What are they called? I forgot what they're called, where your head is there and your arms are stuck in. what the hell's that called? That primal torturing machine. You were in one of those and shoot. So that timeline caused you some shit. And ironically, that's exactly what you're going through in this timeline. You're decapitating in a symbolic sense where you are releasing your mind games, your mind, the fears, the abandonment, the prosecution of timelines. It's almost like your family, they're saying, ratted you out. It's not that you did anything bad, but your family subjected you to this. They turned you in. They're showing me they turned you in. They handed you over to authorities, which puts you in that thing. What's it called, guys? Hey, Conchetta. Hey, Laura. Thank you, Laura. You're here. I did a power of 3 today, Laura, with losing my religion. I haven't done one in a while, so you might want to watch the beginning. What's that called, guys? When you put your head in and your hands, and I forgot, guillotine, or that might be just the head. Okay, so tuning back into Brenda. So your family turned you over based in their own fears, and that hasn't left you from that lifetime, and you've come to clear and heal that. And I feel in the great pain in my heart. I don't know if you've ever been told this before or not, Brenda, but you might have been carrying something within your heart space, your heart, your emotions. It might have given you mental disturbances and you don't even know why or where it originated from, because in this timeline, in this family, it might not have been that bad, they're saying, but you are carrying that information and that cellular memory from then. And what you've done is you're amputating that past distortions of why, whatever the reason was they sent you there, they turned you over. It was because they were fearful of their own lives. They were still believing in limited thought forms, and so they did it because, not because they hated you, but because they thought it was the right thing to do. It's like the whole devil thing. They might have thought you were possessed or the devil was with you, so they handed you over, and they thought it was the only way to rid themselves of this energy. It's not that they did not love you. It was their limited capacity to understand, and they were in that frequency. They couldn't help it, per se. It was still a contract you guys played out. Well, in this timeline, Brenda, and like in the visualizations, they show you reconnecting and sparking all of that, sparking all of those like cellular memory. When the cells that communicate, and when they communicate is a synapse. Oh my God, it's no different than this card. Remember, this was the card of communication. You are synapsing, Brenda, those divine rememberings, that original blueprint. You are opening that up. You're firing it off. I know you talking about, can't think of the name. I think it was a guillotine, something like that. So you're firing off this communication within your cellular through your own ascension, through you going through whatever Brenda's gone through in this life. And those triggers in this life as well, Brenda, are triggered you in a way that you might not even understand why you were triggered, because it was unconscious up till now. Hey, Jason, I can see you in the background. My daughter's back there. I don't even know. Why are you home from school? Oh, okay. So, you've been triggered in this lifetime for the healing of this, but you might not have understood why the triggers were so strong in you. So you are, the triggers have caused your cell at another level within you to communicate and to heal. So they're cutting off that pain, that hurt, that abandonment, that I'm not loved, that my family don't love me, my family doesn't love me. How can my family love me if they handed me over to the authorities that decapitate me? You were actually gifted in that timeline, and you were sharing things that they couldn't understand, and they thought it was devil. So you've come to heal and clear all of that. Oh my God, that's powerful. All right. That is a huge thing coming through. That is awesome. Let's just see physically, the physical body. What is your physical body telling you? So a lot of times we repeat energies or have energies triggered in this life, it's not that we repeat the same situation, but the triggers are there to activate an energy that we're still holding on to, that we've come to transmute, transcend, and forgive, allow, integrate, heal, and balance. Look at this, the mind. There we go. Brenda, this actually freaks me the frick out, because I said you were decapitated. The message for the collective today was emptying of the mind, communicating, the synapsing the cells to activate the divinity within you that's been dormant. And what do we have here? Head wide open, wide open. Christ consciousness, collective consciousness, the silver representing the highest frequency metal, the God metal. I don't know a lot about the silver. Claudio silver, I know comes up a lot as being that high frequency metal. Spiritual awakening, 9, 10, 11. So it's a 29, which is 11, which is mastery. You've come to enter your mastery. Mastery, however it pertains to the energy that you've overcoming. And obviously it's healing that lineage, accepting yourself, knowing you are worthy, ancestral forgiveness. And it's at a deeper level. You might not understand, but the things in this life that you've gone through are healing that ancestral lineage. Even if it doesn't seem direct, it's still connected. So healing that, coming out of that darkness, releasing that mind, synapsing. That first image I saw of you were lights synapsing, firing off in you. So releasing to open up to universal love, connecting to that divinity within, activating that divinity, being that. And how do you do that? You can say, well, how do I do that? I don't freaking remember any of that shit. I don't even know what you're talking about. You do it through your everyday moment, Brenda. This is giving you insight for whatever you are going through as Brenda in this here and now. It coincides with that healing, with that lifetime. It might not seem it, but you, through forgiving or honoring yourself in this life, or having forgiveness for somebody's limited thinking. It's funny, it's all in the head here too. Limited thinking. As you forgive someone for their limited thinking and have compassion and understanding, you heal that timeline where you were actually killed due to someone's limited thinking. Make sense? And last but not least, I don't need to do the book. The book is more of that. All right, one more here. One more Mother Earth Heart card here for you. So you guys, guillotine. Did I say that already, Leona, or not? Cool, I'll watch. All right, thank you, Laura. So I am doing personal readings today. Thank you for sharing out, Conchetta. I'll do a really, really quickie if you want a quickie. Or you can do a small reading for 1111, or I'm offering a power of 3 for 22. And the power of 3 is the whole kit and caboodle, bringing together all the aspects of you. And Brenda donated, so this one on Brenda. Okay, so what we have here is some broken up sand on a beach blanket. So this sand, I couldn't help but to take a picture of it. I was running by, my son must have been playing on the blanket, but you can see the heart. So look it's breaking away though. This part, what's standing out, it's breaking away. And right here, there's a little face. I don't know if you guys see the face. There's 2 eyes, a bulbous nose, kind of like the big round bulbous nose, and a little angry face. Can you guys see that picture? 2 eyes, and they're almost like one of those cartoon figures of an old-fashioned Christmas show. Like, you guys know like Kubra Kraus on Jack Frost, or those old-fashioned Christmas shows, and they'll always have this big round nose on some of the characters. That's what's standing out. A big round bulbous kind of nose, 2 eyes, but the eyes are like going like this, cross-eyed. I can see the pupils looking cross-eyed, and then the little angry mouth. Oh, shoot. Now it looks like big ears, almost like a little troll-like guy. So anyways, to me, this is representing breaking free of those old energies, of those fearful energies, of those energies that make people go Looney Tunes. Also Looney Tunes, a cartoon. So what it says, Brenda, your final message is re-examine and release. And this looks like releasing all those demons, separation, fears, energies that are distorted to come to the divinity that you are, to allow that part, not come to, you already are it, but just releasing the distortions of the human limited thinking. Release and re-examine. Negative experiences are an opportunity to re-examine old patterns and beliefs that create blockages, preventing the expansion of love. As you let go of outdated thoughts, you create a space for higher frequency of energy to permeate your being. This new energy will translate into your physical life. So you might have gone through and having to deal with a lot of limited energies coming at you emotionally. I'm feeling it has to do with emotional self-worth, because you're going to have to be feeling that if this lifetime is affecting you directly in this life. So as you can let go of those limitations and re-examine your own patterns and beliefs and areas that need letting go or expanded or higher frequency thought forms, you are healing that ancestral lineage. So a lot of people might think, well, how do I heal that lineage? Do I send it light? Do I send it love? Do I do meditations? Do I do ceremonies? No, you just live your life. You live your life to the best of your capacity, always choosing the higher frequency in every moment. Okay, a lot going on with my stepdad. A lot of family dynamics going on, and I am in it the biggest as well, as you guys know, with Caleb. And then I've always had challenging struggles with my own daughter, my oldest daughter, and it's all to do with mental health. And a lot of that, if you're going to be affected mentally if we're healing this ancestral lineage of distortions of the mind and family. If we're healing the family lineage, it is going to be prominent in our life right now. And so many spiritual people conscious on their path are dealing with a lot of family, I'll say drama, but it's not drama per se. It's healing and balancing and recalibrating and integrating and healing that sense of abandonment. Like Caleb will always say, I abandoned him, I abandoned him, I abandoned him. I'm like, Caleb, how did I abandon you? I'm always here. I take you in, I do the best that I can. How am I abandoning you? Well, obviously there's a ancestral thing in his past timeline. And so he distorts things in this timeline based on that. And that's how those subconscious energies distort what we're going through now. So you've come to heal that. You've come to heal that and release and let it go. And oops, sorry. Let me get rid of this person. And that's obviously how it's healed, through what we're going through now. So that stepdaughter could be, or could have been, and can be an aspect of a soul member that you actually did have on that timeline. So it's all healing and balancing and just forgiving and knowing everyone is going through their own healing at a deep level. So sometimes we can get caught up in our own, but that person, the dynamics that we're having with that are difficult to deal with on the outside are going through their own dynamics as well. All right, guys. Thank you for sharing out, Laura. So thank you so much for that, Brenda. Extremely powerful. I can feel the weight, the emotional weight, the heartbreak, the heartache, the turmoil that it is forcing you to confront within yourself through this outside reflection. So they say, if you want to know what's going on within you and what you need to heal, you don't need to look any further than open your eyes. The relationship before you, the dynamics before you, that is going to tell you what you are healing and balancing and calibrating within. And it's not that anyone's done anything wrong. It's that we're ready now to do this. Are you taking the truck?
No.
Is Tina, someone picking you up? Oh, okay. Because I was going to say I have to go somewhere after. Okay, sorry, guys. Your son's going to school. So, all right. So beautiful. All right, guys. So thank you for that. All right. So anybody who's made a donation, let me know. And if you shared out and want a quickie, let me know. All right. I will, I'll stick my link back up there in case other people pop on. Extremely powerful, extremely powerful. It's to do with family, those family connections, a family ancestry, the lineage. And the main thing is abandonment, being misunderstood and physically having to go through punishments on timelines being played out in this timeline in some way, shape, or form. Very interesting. Okay, so let me just stick my PayPal link up. And if you guys want to so the deal is a quickie, a personal reading 1111, or if you want your own power of 3, which is going to address the mind, body, spirit connection within you and the energies you're dealing with, 22, or obviously whatever you feel. I'll never say no. And if you want a quickie and share it out, like just a 1-card quickie, let me know. All right, let me write this down. We're all in this together, guys. No one is alone. And that whole abandonment, people think they're alone or taking their own path, or the only ones carrying that load, but we're not. And even through these lives and the sharing and holding space for each other's readings is really healing, and it's really bringing the energy into our awareness, and we're allowing it through our body. So even me allowing, or you guys allowing this, because it goes both ways, you guys are creating these readings, we're feeling and allowing those energies to go through us. So even though I might not have been in the guillotine, but Brenda was, us being here present, holding space and allowing ourselves to feel through those energies does the healing. It's amazing. Oops, sorry guys. It's amazing. Spirit is just sharing that with me now. Through our presence and holding space and going through the feelings or allowing that energy to go through us, we're all healing together. I didn't even really ever consider myself a healer because, I have that expectation like, oh, I'm not a healer. I got to go put hands on and heal someone and have them hop out of the Reiki bed and that kind of thing. My own expectations of what I think a healer is, but a healer is, we're all healers in that we are just allowing those energies. As we allow the energies to go through us, we're pure love and light. So as we allow them and bring them into our awareness, because we're love and light, we're instantly transmuting and healing them because we're love and light. It's like putting something through a big spotlight. It goes through us and we're healing that just through our allowance, accepting that. That is so amazing to me. That is how powerful we are. And we don't even understand. Some, they say, well, you're so powerful. Or all that is called of you is to be. What are we all doing right here, guys? We're just being. We're allowing the energies to come forth that spirit is bringing, prompting, and through our allowance. What are we doing? We're being and we're healing. This is amazing. Because we are this. We are this. And what we allow to come in our field goes through this, us, our spiritual self in the physical, embodying this love and light, permeating the darkness. So as we bring light through being. This sun coming up over the horizon is illuminating and dissipating the darkness. That's what we do wherever we are all the time through our openness and holding space. We aren't here in judging. None of us are judging right now. I know we're not. None of us are condemning. We're not. We're here in a pure place of love, temple of the sun. That's exactly what it is. Temple of the sun. Oh my God, now I want to cry. It's so beautiful. All right. What do we got going here? I think somebody donated because I saw the, oh, thank you, Bridget. All right. So if you guys haven't and are on here now who didn't watch the earlier part of the message, please do. It's healing in itself, and it brings the mind, the physical mind, a clearer understanding, because we do want to understand. We do want to comprehend from our own intelligence, or we wouldn't have, we're intelligent for a reason. And sometimes information is brought forth to help things click. It clicks in our head and that makes things go. It all has to go together. The mind, the body, and the spirit has to click. Nothing is to be separate. It's all to be integrated and merged and work together, including the fear. So I did a power of 3 collective at the beginning. Really awesome. And of course, I think that, and Leona's grandmother teacher came through. She says, I'm still here. She's got her little pointer and her pantaloons, and she's going, I'm still here. It's so funny. I love it. It's kind of almost high pitched, kind of, not like feminine, not like this kind of voice, but I'm still here. Like a very clear, concise teacher. Speaks clearly, communicates clearly. I love this, Leona. So thank you, Leona. What was her name, Leona, if you're still there? I just popped in and I'll re-listen. Yeah, I know you just popped in. All right, so Bridget, let us know what your grandmother's name is. All right, if you're still there, Leona. Okay, so Bridget, let's take a nice deep breath into your heart space. Tune into your heart, your portal, your present and now. What needs to come forth for Bridget to hear now? And the collective message is how we are cleared our minds, awakened to fear, and its illusions, its separateness, letting all that go, creating it from a new space, healing ancestral lineage. Healing ancestral lineage is what today is about. But we'll see what comes through for you, Bridget. I'm immediately getting a vision. And now I'm not sure if it's you or someone else or you in the past, but there's a you. I'm going to say it's you, but it might not be this timeline, because like the last timeline, I really picked up on Brenda's guillotine experience. They're showing me you. I'm going to say is it Bridget? It might be just symbolic then. It said no, it's not you, but it's symbolic. So they show me you. And you know when someone's stern and their energy's a little heavier and they don't want to do something and they're disappointed, they're looking back, like they're walking away in resistance. They're like, they're hurt. They feel a little bit maybe misunderstood. They're saying, they're showing me a female figure being misunderstood, but they're turning their back. So your back is facing something, some situation. They don't show me a person. It's more walking away from something that you just have put energy into, feeling misunderstood, hurt. The energy isn't high flying. You're stern. You're being strong, strong, holding courage, anchoring into your safe boundaries, protecting yourself. Hold on, Bridget. Having to walk away from something, you're not happy about it. You're being stern, you're being strong, you're being courageous. But I feel that it might still come from a misunderstanding within yourself as well. So, you know, sometimes how we might feel hurt or we'll walk away from someone and something or someone has disappointed us. We still aren't seeing the root of that. You might not be seeing whatever you're walking away from the truth of the love that it is. Because say you get two parties, one is like healing and they're hurt and they're operating from a limited understanding, and then you combine it with you, and then you're hurt and you don't understand something, and then it causes a separation or walking away. But what that allows is for you to heal on your own and that other person to heal on their own or situation. So I feel like you're walking away from something, or you're hurt, or this could be another timeline, from something where there was two misunderstandings. And to get clarity, you got to kind of walk away. You're not happy about it. And you're like, it's almost like, oh, how could you do that? That kind of attitude. Like the girl in my mind is looking away like, oh, how could you do that? It's like, oh, how could you do that? Almost like you understand, but there's still that human part of you. It's like, oh, how could you do that? So that kind of feeling. Okay. Will we meet again? Oh, good. Thank you so much for the affirmation, because like I just go with it and I have no freaking clue if it's going to make sense to you. Will you meet again? And I'm immediately getting when the time is right. I'm immediately getting in my mind. And now I want to cry because there's a deep, deep love. And obviously the worst interactions hold the deepest love. So what they want you to remember, Bridget, is there's two sides to every coin. It is sometimes as much as something hurts, you have to hold your strength. The other side of the coin, and it's funny, this coin here is open. When the heart opens, the healing can begin. So as much as something hurts, because deep down there's as much love. For every action or reaction, there's an equal and opposite energy that matches it, but opposite. So as much hurt and love as you have had to be strong in yourself, just under that layer, we know is a well of love. So when the time is right, they're saying, when the time is right. That's all they're telling me. So when the time is right. Oh, and here comes Leona's spiritual teacher, grandmother. Don't worry, sweetie, when the time is right. She's got her little pointer stick. When the time is right. I don't know if she was into chemistry or not. She's saying, almost showing like it's chemistry, it's light, it's physics. It's like when the chemicals line up, when the solutions can mix, like, you know, you take two beakers and one beaker might need to be adjusted with some chemicals, and this beaker needs to be adjusted with some chemicals. They're showing me a beaker, a little stir stick in a chemistry lab. And when they're all mixed, when they're all whole, when they're all stabilized, then we can take the two beakers. She's saying we can take the two beakers. Now she's showing me more of a flask, one of those little flasky beakers. They're showing me a flask, the beaker in the middle. And she says, when the two are stabilized, we can take them and pour them in the middle of the beaker. I don't know why she talks in this voice. It's funny. She had to, but science. I don't know if she was into science. Leona, you got to let us know if you're still there. Her grandmother teacher, she comes from a line of teachers, and she immediately came to me today. I don't know her. And I feel she's very a science woman. She's science. She goes, well, science is based in true physics. It's not science, not limited science. She's saying it's based in physics. Oh my God, she's something else. All right. Oh, am I always crying when Bridget? No, I'm always crying when I read everyone. What the hell are you talking about? And like I said earlier, Bridget, you are displaying and holding and carrying your own, we'll call it quote unquote cross that you have come to release through light. So this is us. So you know how we all come with carrying a cross? Well, that cross isn't meant to be heavy. It's meant to be light. So as I'm crying, I'm healing as well and realigning, because we all hold and contain energies for one another, because we can't all carry the whole load. So Bridgette's carrying a certain cross, but it's not really a cross when she knows that it's just light. It's released. Sorry, school called. Let me know yesterday when I had a reading and I still had my headphones on, I got all crackly. Let me know if my sound isn't good and I'll unplug. No. I do that all the time. Beautiful things, and it's all beauty. So to me, when I'm crying is salve for the heart. So it's healing, and it gives me the opportunity to heal things within myself I'm not even aware of. So beautiful. So the cross isn't supposed to be heavy. We've come to turn it to light. So beautiful. So that's what you're going through. So yeah, so she says when the solutions are stable, we'll pour them together in the beaker. All right, so what do we got here? I'm going to do one heart card for you. Shoo. Oh my God, there is only real love, Bridget. There is only, and I know even myself, I've questioned like, shit, is there even real, and what is real love? Well, real love is freedom to be, love, peace. To me, peace is love. And we want, like, a lot of times a real love story in the physical. And is that real? If you're asking, that is real. That is limited. It's limited in comparison to real love, they're saying. But that is not to say that you guys won't mix. Spiritual love is so much more powerful and fulfilling than what the physical can give us, she's saying. You know, like how you'll talk to a galactic and they'll say, well, we don't connect or make babies like you guys do. There's a spiritual merging, and it's something that is so blissful and it's ecstasy, and it goes beyond what we can experience here. That is what is for you, Bridget. All right. I'll take it. I'll take it. But we are here in the physical experience. So while you're in the physical, yes, you can experience a little version of that, they're saying. You can experience a version of that. Oh, so we got this black. This is a frozen glob of sand on the beach. You can see the sprinkling of the snow all around it. So this death, to me, it looks death, it looks null, it doesn't look like it's all joyous. But guess what? Within this death, within this heartbreak, within this separation, see, there's a little bit of light within this frozen heart sand on the beach, and that's going to get bigger and bigger. What's happening is you are being sprinkled with love, all of your guides, your angels, the bigger part of you, the spiritual part of you, is sprinkling love. And as you heal and allow that light within you to get stronger and stronger, it's going to reflect in your outside world. Oh my God, that's so funny, Leona. She taught many things. She was a believer in talking of components in a task and learning how to put them together. Yes. So she's taken the two chemical makeups of these individuals and saying they'll be poured together. I love it. So the back of this, Brigitte, is death. Nothing separates more than the illusion of death. Death is simply a shift in consciousness. It is not an ending. It's a shift in perception and an expansion of creation. May the truth of eternity set you free to connect to all dimensions without boundaries. Rejoice in the continuum of everlasting life. So if you're wondering if you're going to come together with this other being, yeah, but it's not really a death. It's actually allowing new life to come forth. It's like when you keep trying to put something together, and if it's not balance, if it's like the whole oil and water video I did the other day, no matter how hard you try to take the oil and mix it in the water, it's not going to. The chemical structure needs to change, and then you can blend it. Water mixes with everything. You can dissolve sugar, or cold water can dissolve flour when you whisk it. You can put Kool-Aid in it. You can mix all these different liquids in it, and it will mix and intermingle. But the structure, which is love, has to change. And that's allowing that. Separation and death allows that. It's just like when someone dies and is transitioned and goes into spirit, they go into the fullness of who they are. So that's what's happening. There is no death. It's really an expansion of divinity. See all the snow, every snowflake represents divinity to me. Clean, pure, love, sparking. And you're surrounded with that love. And not only that, we only get a limited piece of ourselves, like you only get a small piece of Brigitte on earth, and that other person only has a small piece of them. But in reality, you guys are merged in spirit, and you're sprinkling the love on the seemingly death situation or separation. You both are actually already together in spirit, but you came to have a physical experience, and during this separate period, you are actually growing and deeper in a love within you. And then that can be brought together. So you are together in spirit already. We all are, and we've all come to play these pieces to give us an experience on earth, but it's all for the expansion of love. So nothing is dead. It's transformed. Energy never dies. It's transforming all the time. It's moving. So if you keep trying to shove the water and the oil together, it's not going to do anything but separate it and let it have its own little time for a bit. So very beautiful, Brigitte. Can you guys hear me okay, or do I need to take these off? Because yesterday I had these in after a phone call, and it just kept, I heard it crackling. I'd come in, I'd go out. Thank you, Brigitte. You made ours. You made ours. Because you have brought forth an energy. Like we might have our mind focus on something else that's overtaking us at the moment, but we still have your energy within us in the background or playing out somehow. You have healed so many through allowing yourself to be the recipient of this message and hold space. Thank you. Okay, sounds great. Thank you, Leona. All right, Laura, thank you so much for donating. Little reading or big reading, Laura? Let me know if you donated for a smaller reading or the whole power of 3 reading. All right. Laura. I can hear. Thank you, Heather. Just give you a second to respond. Laura Runner is up next. Thank you for your donation, Brigitte. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, all you guys, for sharing and being there and holding space. Small reading. All right. It's not how big something is. it's not how big the package is. It's what's inside, right? All right. Laura. Diamond rings come in small boxes. Spirit is telling me diamond rings come in small boxes. Laura. What does Laura need to hear? They're going, are you ready? Are you ready? I don't know if there's a song, Are You Ready? I don't know, but they're saying, Are you ready? I just felt a pain in my heart. Are you ready? Are you ready? What is she supposed to be ready for, Spirit? You are the driver, you are the leader. All things come to you when you are ready. When you are ready. Everything is yours, Laura. All your wishes, your heart's desires, anything that you've kept away from you due to limited thinking. You determine when you are ready. All of that can come to you. There is no real space held between you and the life or what you want to lead. Only thing is the illusions of separations, they're saying. Okay, so now they said, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. So then there's another chorus, another person. It's a duo, it's a love song. Are you ready? And I don't know why they're showing me Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta. I know they don't sing this song, or do they, on Grease? I have no freaking ass idea. But there's a song, Are You Ready? And then the other person says, yes, I'm ready. So that other person's ready when you're ready. But what happens is it works simultaneously. So there's definitely a readiness on two parts. But you guys are the driver in that readiness. No one or nothing has control over you. No outside circumstances, Laura. Your message is no outside circumstances can prevent the readiness of you too. So you could see outside circumstances where the mind will say, well, this has to happen. A, B, and C need to happen before this can happen, whether it be a relationship or a job or a situation or a move or whatever it is you're wanting. The outside circumstance doesn't determine the state of readiness. You do. The hearts do. The clicking into the frequency of dissipating any separation. So just through you knowing anything is possible in the outside, there's no outside circumstance that can prevent you from receiving whatever it is you are ready for, whatever you're saying yes to. So that's a message in itself. And that's good for all of us, because so many of us see what is separating what the heart wants. It's something your heart wants, because I felt it right in my heart, something a little painful, something you feel separation from, that you want to be one with you, whatever that is. So a lot of us will only see what's in between, what's in the gap of what we want and what we want to live. Many things, want too many things. Okay. So there's something that you really want, and you could even be distracting yourself. Spirit is saying, Laura, don't lie to yourself. You know what you want. Oh, you guys, spirit guides today. Jeez, oh crow. So, and me too, Laura. I relate that from a human thing. There's all these things I want, because I believe in abundance. I believe life is a smorgasbord, and sometimes it's hard for me to zoom in on one thing because I want it all. So this could be your message as well, Laura. Is you know that anything is possible. Life is a smorgasbord, and you can go to the buffet table and get what you want. But I guess if you want to experience something fully, tune into the frequency of what that is so you can get the fullness. It's almost like deciding on a focus, deciding on the focus. And they're saying we're taught not to focus too hard on something, because then that can create the actual separation. But they're saying there's some desire, I believe, that you want. I don't know, because it was another person. I don't know if it's a dynamic even with another person. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be just a dynamic with something outside of you, or maybe with yourself. But yeah, you're open-handed. You want a lot, and you believe in it. All right, let's just see. I did a tarot 8 of Earth. Okay, so you've got this card, 8 of Earth. So to me, it's a materialistic thing. This is a card of the earth. There could be something on the earth. It's something to do with abundance. It's working towards something, having to put the hard work into it, perfecting your skills. Are you ready? Maybe you're working so hard because you think you need to do more work to actually get what you want. But it's not so much the work and the hands-on. It's a more of a state of being, they're saying. So maybe you feel you've got to keep working and working and working to prove, or you think you got to master something, or you got to keep putting. It's like someone who takes classes and classes and classes, and they're ready to present themselves to the world, but deep down within, they might have a sense of unworthiness. So they think they need to have all of this outside security affirmation degrees in order to present themselves. And what they're saying is, it's a frequency. You are ready. So maybe you want to go out and teach, or there's something you want to deliver. You are ready. So they're allowing you to know it's not all the steps. It's not all the education that make you ready, even though that can help. But I'm feeling that you've already been prepped up and done all that. It's a state of being and a mindset. You are ready. So whatever it is, you're already there, Laura. You're already there. You're already at that spot where you can exchange whatever that information, or communicate that information, or be that information, or go for it. They're saying go for it, but it's not anything you need to do per se. It is a state of being. So what do we got here? Holy shit. So what do we got is this person with a bunch of books. Just what I was saying, all of this studying, all of these books. I feel that you've done that. I feel that you've done the studying. You let me know. And that you've done the physical work. It's now it's just a place of look at, because all the leaves are out, all the vines are out, everything is green. I believe everything is ready. Maybe you like to just study and read for the fun of it, and that's okay. But if there's something that you want, they're just saying, no, you are ready. You are ready. You have the information. You've done the work. You've gone. It's almost like they're showing me you're reading. This is like you're reading this book, but this isn't a bunch of books you need to read. It's almost like this is the bunch of books you've already read. You've got the knowledge. His wings are open. He's ready. They're not all closed in and studious. He's open, yet he still has a book. So to me, it's just saying you are ready. Here it says skilled work is required, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school, 8 of Earth. Or the other case can be is maybe you've been contemplating going back to school. Only you know how this pertains to you, but they're saying, yes, you're ready. Whether you're contemplating, do I know enough? If this is your stance, do I know enough? Am I prepared? The answer is yes. If there's a piece of you that's saying, oh, I really want to go back to school, but can I handle going back to school? Should I go back to school? If it's a desire, that also is yes, you are ready. Either way, you are ready. I'm into studying upon things, but not put into action. Okay. So thank you, Laura, for giving me that clarification. So you're studying. So maybe deep down you want to put it into action, but you're telling yourself otherwise, like, oh, I don't really want to, or I don't need to take it and put it into action. And if that's the case, trust yourself. It's all about discerning. I'm just presenting some information for you to discern. What I say out of my lips is just for you to discern. Only you know how to utilize it. Only you know what's applicable to you. So there's just a general message of, yes, you are ready. So it sounds like you've been studying, you're doing all of that. And sometimes there's a deep fear within ourselves that prevents us from stepping forward. No one ever feels quite ready to do their first reading. Like me, I never felt quite ready to go live. I never felt quite ready to put myself out there. So I'm feeling there's a need to maybe put yourself out there and trust in that. But let's see. Let's do one more card. One more card. One more. Let's just see what the physical human body is saying. Creativity. So yeah, you're ready for that self-expression. Look at this girl. She's determined. She's courageous. Got paint on a lot of her face. She's not afraid of failure. She's not afraid of getting paint on her face, her nose, her lips. She's not afraid of getting stained. She knows it's all part of the expression. So to me, it's to do with your sacral, your creativity, your personal power, and taking action on that. 10, new beginnings, creativity. You have so much. You've got all of this knowledge. And sometimes it's like somebody who always goes to school and goes to school and goes to school. I got a brother who's a valedictorian. He goes to school, goes to school, goes to school. But then when it comes to actually bringing that creativity out into the world, that's a little bit different. So you have this creativity to bring out into the world. She's determined. I love that eye. I love that look. She's like, I got this. I don't give a shit if you like my work or not. I am putting my paint out there. I am painting my world just as I see fit. So it's about personal power and connecting to your creativity. Laura. Hey, Zach, how are ya? I'm interested. So that's your message. Yes, you're ready. You are ready. And we're physical. And again, this message came through all summer, all fall about incorporating that masculine part of us. We got the divine feminine down. Now it's about taking action, discerning what you've discerned to be your truth. We've done that. We know, you know, Laura, what you need to do or what your truth is. Now it's about acting on that. And even if it's not acting, even if your action is to take not action, it's making a decision, deciding and trusting yourself enough based on your own discernment, what you're going to act or not act on. Masculine, normally, typically, that masculine energy, doesn't matter if you're male or female, takes the head, head of the family, is the leader, takes control. Well, that is your role right now for your own personal energy, your expression, you're giving birth. Sexual energy doesn't just mean sexual contact. It means your expression of your personal energy, your creativity to give birth to something. Yes, I definitely feel it's a confidence thing. It's a confidence thing. There's no failure. There's no failure if you're out there trying. Some people, no one can criticize you for getting out there and trying. So yeah, it's a new thing. It's a new beginning. It's a beginning. Having the confidence. Look at that yellow splattered all over, representing her having that confidence. And you know what? Sometimes you do it while being afraid. Okay, you do it while being afraid. No one who goes live for the first time, I'm just using that for an example, I'm not saying you have to go live, but I'm saying anyone who does anything for the first time never feels completely ready. You just got to step out and do it. Feel the fear and do it. Thank you, Laura. You are ready. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. All right. Oh, there's the name. Grandma Irva Leona believed in learning everything for your greatest good. Yeah, from science to geography to artistic endeavors. Oh my God, she's so learned. So yeah, Leona's grandmother was with us throughout the readings today, and amazing woman. Amazing. Love Greece. No, they don't, but they have to be ready to come together. Yes. I want to be. You are ready. Just you wanting to be ready is telling you you are ready. Don't allow any of the thoughts in your mind or the outside things in your way. But if there's another person that you're waiting to be ready for, you are right. And you can't wait for that other person. They need to, like in Bridgette's reading, take that time to be ready on their own. You don't stop life waiting for anybody else. Okay. You go on and you live your life. And then in that, you actually give them the space to cultivate their own readiness, to get to the frequency where they can step into that fullness of who they are. All right. Anybody else? One quickie, then I got to go because school called me. That was the call that I had with school. RSU 23. I don't know what the heck that's all about. Anybody else donate or did a quickie and wants a quick Cachetta or Laura, or not Laura, Heather? Want a quickie? I'm feeling called to these. So who wants a quickie? Zach, you want a quickie if you share it out? You're welcome, Laura. Thank you so much for your donation. Heather, yes, I'll give you a quickie for sharing out. I appreciate you guys sharing out. Gives other people the opportunity because there is no linear time. It's all frequency, and someone might not be ready this morning to be part of this live, but later on something might have happened, something might have shifted within them, and they might be ready then to receive something from the messages that you guys have brought forth. All right, we got play. Play more, Heather. This is you delving in that deep sea of emotions, connecting to that dolphin energy, that extremely intelligent, holding the space of eternity within the depths of the water, the ocean. It's all about the emotions of the heart flowing and playing. To me, because there's two dolphins, it's about playing with another in the heart space. It's green, two coming together. And the zero represents to me spiritual energy, that mystery, that magic, that God source energy. So you coming together with another to play. It could be you and your higher self. It can be you and your paintbrush. It can be you and a child. But coming together to enter that portal of Christ consciousness, that eternal place within your heart. You connect to other dimensions. It's you connecting to other dimensional parts of you with others. So to you, it's the heart chakra. That's what's most prevalent right now, operating in you, calling you forth, calling your attention is your heart chakra. And delving into your emotions and playing in them, playing in your mind, visualizing, putting them to paper or whatever outside, taking action on the outside too, bringing two opposing things together to work cooperatively. Divinely guided. See the light coming down through the ocean? The 0 and the 20? That is divine guidance. It's entering a portal of newness. It's activating spaces within your heart. Very beautiful. You're welcome, Heather. Anyone else, or are we done? Thank you, guys. This was beautiful. Anybody else? I'll do one quickie for one other person. I only see a few people there, so. All right, I'll give you a second. Hey, good morning, Joey. Joey, are you there? I'm going to pull you one. Joey makes regular donations, so I'm going to pull you a card, Joey, if you're still there. Too many popped out. Let me redo that. Joey, I saw you, Joey. You're going to get a quickie chakra. Joey, you there? I don't know if you're still there, Joey. One for Joey Smith. All right, Joey, what do we got? Oh my God, she's a beautiful, clean, clear, cleansed, purified child within, emerging, all heart, inner child coming forth. As that inner child comes forth and out to play, it plays in abundance. A child knows no limitations. It doesn't worry about having enough money. It doesn't worry about the outcome. It doesn't worry. It just is present in the moment and connected to that child. It plays, it visualizes, it imagines, it's magic, it's innocent. It doesn't have a dense bone in its body. And that's even true. Even, you know how babies, when they're born, their bodies aren't set yet. They're not set and stiff and brittle. They're more bendable, more flexible. So we're not, a child isn't set in any way. It's totally connected in the divinity. Your pineal gland, I believe, is activated. It's operating at a fuller capacity. You might have even been feeling this within you, your pineal opening up and receiving all of this information. I know you communicate and heal animals, so that makes sense. So it's about that child. That child just is leading the way. The child is the leader right now for you. It's very prominent and strong in your energy, leading to abundance. What do they say? It's the you enter heaven through the heart of a child. It's the heart of a child. It's the child quality that enters in heaven. So to me, you are creating and entering your own heaven, Joey. So beautiful. You have done the work. You've gone through a lot of hardship. You've gone through a lot of balancing, recalibrating. And now this child is going to come forth. The child has never left you. It's almost like the child is superimposing on your face. That child energy, Joey, it's so illuminated and so one with you. And that innocence, that purity, that cleansing, that openness to life. It's all of that child's energy, that original blueprint. It's in your cells, they're saying, and it's shining through. Very beautiful. All right, guys. Thank you so much. May you all shine. Not just a little bit, but with the entirety of all that you are. May you shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are. Oops. Can't get it. And